This video we're going to talk about corners and how to get through them and if you blow up or not and stuff like that.
True, that's true. So, corners. A corner is the spaces on the track that are next to each other that have a background, in this case it's yellow, and they have numbers on them. So this is all one corner. And so that's an important thing to think about is so even though it starts to the left, right here, and then left, and then curves back to the right, this is all one corner because all these numbered yellow spaces are next to each other. This is the second corner. So these two corners, they're only 2 spaces away or 3 spaces away, depending on how, which row you're in. But these are 2 different corners. So also there can be parts of the track that curve, but don't have numbers, speed numbers on the spaces and aren't yellow, and so those aren't corners for game purposes. Now, how do you go through a corner? The numbers on the track are speeds, and those are the speeds that you can safely go through enter the corner. If you're going to go through the corner through these 60 spaces, then I can go 60 miles an hour without spending any wear. Wear is what you spend to go fast through corners, and that's the best way to spend wear. We talked last video about how you can spend wear to slow down. But if you're in a race and your choice is to spend my wear going faster through corners or slowing down more, then you've probably guessed the correct answer is you almost always want to spend it to go faster, not to go slower, because racing. So if I was going to go through these 60s at 80 miles an hour, I would spend 1 wear. So you spend 1 wear for every 20 miles an hour over the speed. If I wanted to go 100, I'd spend 2 wear. Now, that's the limit. I can't spend more than 2 wear per corner. So if I wanted to go 120 through there, I would have to do something called a chance. And a chance is another die roll.
More die rolls.
And I've lost the die roll chart. Where's the die roll chart? Seriously. So the die roll chart's been located. You'll notice the green band much smaller than on tests. In fact, this is one of the least friendly tables you can roll on. You have less than a 50% chance of success. The red result's crashing. The yellow result is spinning. So this is what you do if you're trying to either spend more than 2 wear in a corner, or if you're out of wear. If I only have 1 wear left and I'm going to try and go through this 60 space at 100, then I have to spend 1 wear and then I have to roll a chance. Chances, by the way, are an excellent time to use your -3 skill check because of how bad they are. In any event, that's basically how you go through a corner. Another thing to know about corners is, let's say I end my turn here and I was going 100 miles an hour. So I spent 2 wear, I got to there, and that's great. Now, one of the key things to remember about corners, you only have to pay once per corner, time in the corner. So next turn, I can stay at my 100 miles an hour. I've paid my 2 wear. I mean, it's gone, but I don't have to pay again for this corner. So next turn, I can continue at 100. And I still have to pay for this next corner, but I'm okay for the rest of these spaces. That is the basics. We'll talk about some more advanced concepts with corners in our next video.